Hello and welcome to the broadcast interview. I'm Jackie Hollywood. KNGY, aka Energy 92.7, was one of the most popular Bay Area radio stations for the past 5 years. Recently, KNGY was sold to Golden State Broadcasting, which has stations in Las Vegas and Palm Springs. Over 30 people in the staff were let go from a station that was loved by so many. The popular morning show Fernando and Greg in the Morning made such a huge impact in the LGBT community that KMVQ, aka Movin 99.7, picked it up. With me today is Greg Sherrell, more commonly known as Greg the Gay Sportscaster. Hi Greg, thanks for joining me.
Sure, absolutely.
So let's be honest, do you ever listen to the Rev 92.7 now that it's changed?
The new station? No, I haven't.
You never heard of?
Yeah, I've heard it before when they first went on the air, but no, I haven't listened in a long time. No, I just don't. There's only a few radio stations I listen to. I don't listen to that many music stations after I get off the air because I hear music constantly. So I listen to a lot of AM talk, either sports or liberal talk radio.
Do you ever listen to yourself recorded after you do a show?
Very rarely. It's a little self-indulgent, I think.
A little bit.
Once in a while I'll listen to it. We do a side show. We do a show after the show. Once in a while, if we have a particularly funny guest or something I want to go back and hear, I'll listen to it. And you know what? As a broadcaster, it's probably smart to go back and listen to yourself, and I would probably be wise to listen to myself a little bit more often to kind of hear the good and the bad. But I don't want to hear the bad, so I don't listen.
Yeah. Okay, well, Michael Martin from CBS Radio quoted, "Fernando and Greg have a unique sound that is funny, topical, and custom-tailored for the Bay Area." So do you
I think that meant gay, right?
Kind of, yeah, I think so. But do you think your show would be successful anywhere else in the United States?
You know, when we first went on the air, I would say no. But I think that we've progressed so much over the last 5 years, I think, yeah, because it's not just about, it's about our lives, and it's about what's going on in our lives. It's not about just two gay guys. It's about, it could be anybody, you know. But people here find our lives to be interesting. There's a lot of different aspects to the show. I mean, one of the most popular aspects on the show is my mother from Texas. She calls in every single Wednesday. And I just think that we have a really, really good chemistry. Yeah, I think we'd be popular in some big markets. I mean, not Idaho.
Yeah.
Probably not Omaha.
Do you think you guys would get yelled at if you had a show over there?
Would we get yelled at? You know, I think, yeah. I think that, you know, some of our views in more conservative areas would be looked down upon. And it's not even about the gay thing, but when I call Jesus a fictional character or the Bible a fairy tale, probably in the middle of the country that wouldn't go over very well.
True. So let's say Movin was to be sold, just like Energy. Do you think you would quickly find another station to have your show on, or what would you do?
Well, who's to say that if it got sold, we would get fired?
That's true. Well, I mean, let's say that's the case, because 30 people got fired from Energy, and you and Fernando were lucky enough to still have a job at another station. So what would you do if, let's say, you got let go? Where would your life lead you?
We'd go to L.A., I think.
Do a show over there?
Yeah, that'd be my next move. No, I don't know. I really don't know what would happen. But we made a conscious decision, Fernando and I, to stay in the Bay Area. That was a decision that we made, and we worked really hard to make it happen. I think that's with anybody. If you decide you want something, then you have to be dedicated to that. There were also offers for Fernando and I to go solo or go team up with other people, but we made an effort and a conscious decision that we wanted to be together. So you have to, you know, make up your mind what you want and then go after it, and that's what we did. So, yeah, I think we could do whatever we wanted once you make up your mind and you really work for it. And
you also had you have right now a show on Coffee TV with Fernando?
We do some hosting of their movies, their weekend movies. We do, yeah.
So in between the 2-month period, you had a 2-month period where you didn't really have a job.
Yeah, what we did was we did a daily podcast on Stitcher.com, which is another place you can find some of our other shows that we did, yeah.
Cool. And so you weren't worried in those 2 months, or did you know you were going to get a job?
We were worried for the first month. The second month, offers started coming in. We started talking to people, and once, you know, once 3 or 4 people showed interest, I knew that there was interest out there. I could calm down a little bit.
And what are your feelings on syndicated radio in general? What do you like it, hate it?
I just think, you know, it depends. I mean, one of the best syndicators ever of all time is Howard Stern, and I think he's brilliant. So it just depends. But you know, like the Ryan Seacrest, those kind of people, they take jobs away from other local broadcasters, so there are plus and minuses, yeah.
All right, well, that concludes our time today. I want to thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely.
You are watching the broadcast interview. I'm Jackie Hollywood, and with me is Greg Sherrell. If you want to catch him and Fernando in the morning, listen to Movin 99.7 from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Thanks.